This is my homemade heater. It's an old air handler unit out of a Coleman package unit. Anyway, got the heat strips hooked up. The problem is I don't want to go over 30 amps because I've got a limit of 35 amps I can pull. And it's going to heat up my whole semi-trailer here. What I did to get the amperage down in the heat the best I can, so I came in here and I ran the first strip of heat strips as normal, okay? To get the amperage down, what I did was I looped both of these two together, which reduces the amperage. The more on these heat strips, the longer it is, the less amps it pulls. So I played with the heat strips, these two rows, first and second row in here. You can see I even trimmed some off to get the amperage just where I wanted it. Okay. You can see the overheat sensors are still hooked up. The all this electrical tape, that's more or less just covering wire nuts, so I haven't covered these guys yet. Well, I won't need the heat blasting all the time, so what I did was I took right here, power goes in one leg, and they jump here to here. Well, I split that jump, go through this extension cord into the switch. If the switch is off, the entire two front of the heat strips won't work. Now, it's not too much power. Both of those heat strips combined are only pulling 10 amps because of the way I hooked them up. And that's below the 12 amps that the cord is rated for. Continuous, so be good. Now, let's fire this thing up. And I've got it hooked to a switch on the wall. 30 amp double pole switch. Okay. Now it's out of balance. That's the reason I got rid of it. Doesn't matter. I've got it on its lowest speed, and it's going to hang from chains, and that'll give it more than enough, you know, shock absorbing. I've already done it, so I know. I'll have to put another screw in that, of course. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, that's better. Half-ass warm air. Probably a 25-degree difference, something like that. This plate here, yeah, I made it just to where the cold air can't go through. It basically has to go through some heat strips. Now, I'll show you what I was talking about. Okay, so you see, got it hooked up. That's just Ghost, 0.019 amps. I don't even know why. Meter sensitive. All right, now let's turn it on and watch. Now we got 11, 10, 10.9, still below 12. And let me tell you what, this air is getting much hotter. Okay, now 10.9. Let's do the total power being pulled by the unit. 29.49 amps. That leg. 30.33 because of the fan motor. Now watch, I'll turn off the secondary heat strips, and we have that. Once the heat's caught up in the trailer, hopefully I can just turn it off. Boom. Well, that's how it's going to work. Continue on with the next part after I put all this back together. That's it in motion. It's it working. That's my cigarette smoke. I got to get the vibration under control a little bit. Let's see, I'll be able to take the bottom, poke it here, my work area. I'll be able to take a longer tube and I'm going to poke it out of the ceiling in there somewhere. Alrighty, there's the finished product. Finished for now. That there, I can aim that towards this area here. It goes up there and it pops out down there. So there, it goes halfway down the trailer. Now I just got to get another length and a elbow and we'll have it. This thing's real hot.